I think it was reported by Sean Ross Sapp and the folks over at Fightful that the WWE was planning to make overtures, if they haven't already, to see if AEW would allow Sting to induct Lex Luger into the Hall of Fame. Of course, we found out here at 83weeks.com that Lex's preference is to have both Sting and Diamond Dallas Page induct him into the Hall of Fame. And I guess Luger and those close to him have informed WWE that Sting is the preferred choice to induct him. And it's worth noting, according to Fightful, that Sting had told people he probably wouldn't do it because of his AEW deal. And now there's a lot of speculation. I guess I maybe kicked a hornet's nest because I quote tweeted it and said, "Hey, I know we counter-programmed your stadium show with a free Saturday night's main event and booked a whole tour around your London show, but can we borrow one of your talents for our thing? I know it defies all logic to even entertain the idea of helping us out, but it'd be cool if you did." And over 400,000 people had a strong opinion of that tweet. It feels like this is a little silly to me. What do you make of this report?
It falls into the stupid shit category for me. It's just silliness. First of all, WWE, I don't want to say this because it'll come off wrong, but the person that wants Sting to induct him isn't Triple H.
It's Lex Luger.
It's not Nick Khan. It's not Ari Emanuel. It's Lex Luger. That's his privilege. It should be. It's important to him. So if I were Tony, even in light of the real and perceived pissing contests that they're all in from time to time, if I was Tony and positioned the way Tony is positioned right now, I would be the bigger man. If Tony believes, like Dave Meltzer suggests, well, you wouldn't do it for me, so I'm not going to do it for you. If you're going to take that kind of infant attitude to your business, then you're going to get what you're going to get. But if I'm Tony Khan and I really believe that, like they're the bullies and have been beating me up and, trying to run circles around me and disrupt my tours and my big events. And if I really believed all that, now is the time that I would prove I'm bigger than them. If he really believes that they're trying to attack him personally or his company personally from a business perspective, and everybody knows that because he likes to tell everybody that as often as he can, this is a great opportunity to counterpunch and come off looking like the better man, because you're not doing it for WWE. You're doing it for Lex Luger. And that's what would make you the better man. Just my 2 cents.
We want to hear from you guys. We've got a poll active right now. So if you haven't already, kick us that vote. How are you going to end the Millionaires Club versus the New Blood storyline if you hadn't left WCW in 2000?
I don't even remember, which tells you 2 things. One is I can't remember stuff from 25 years ago that well.
And
it wouldn't have been very good.
I knew it.
Remember it.
If it was awesome, you'd remember for sure.
Yeah, we'd be talking about it for the next 20 minutes, and I'd be getting little notes in my comments here. Would you shut the hell up so we could get an ad in?
I love it. I love it. John wants to know, jump away, Eric. He straight up said DDP doesn't help people unless he can film and exploit them word for word. Last is a terrible person. I don't know where all this Brian Last hate is coming from. Again, I didn't hear this, but I think we disagree. But maybe that's because Brian doesn't know Dallas. Maybe he's just what he sees online, and he's
sure. Hey, look, it's easy to jump to. I mean, if that's the way your brain works,
right?
Usually, people that look for the worst in other people have a lot of shit they're dragging around themselves, which is why they're looking for a reason to feel better about themselves, because they know they got their own shit to deal with. But whatever. if you're looking for a reason, you can probably create one in your head. But I just know he's wrong. It's so easy to judge people without knowing him. I just know that he's wrong. It's almost silly. Is DDP a incessant self-promoter? Yep. Has he been that way from the first time I ever was in a room with him?
Yeah.
In fact, it's gotten worse. It's not gotten better. It's nonstop. But guess what? He's nonstop promoting something that, yes, it does help people. Now, Brian is adding a little twist that there's some kind of some language in the contract that says, unless I'm able to exploit you, I'm not going to help you. I don't think that's probably there.
I can't imagine this.
But that's what Brian is suggesting, that he's only going to help you if he can exploit you. I know that not to be true, and I think it's an unfortunate position to take. And unfortunately, it's one of the things I love about podcasts, not just ours, but everybody's, because now everybody's got a platform and everybody can call each other's bullshit out. Have at it. You'll go a long way before you're going to find anybody that's got a bad thing to say about Diamond Dallas Page. But you go ahead.
Well said. Sky Legend 96 has a question here. Hey, Eric, if you were booking John Cena's last match, who would you put him up against and why? Let me jumpstart you. There was a suggestion made recently by Mr. Tom Carlucci, and he suggested Randy Orton probably got to be one of the last matches.
Ooh. I'm a Randy Orton fan. I think Randy Orton is one of the best talents of our era. Overall, he may not have made the most money. He probably came damn close. Consistency really matters after 20 years of being on top. But as far as being an overall performer, I love his promos. And sometimes he doesn't have the greatest material to work with, but when he does, there's nobody more believable. His entire body is a freaking entertainment weapon. I mean, he's built like he came out of some kind of AI central casting application. Hey, build me a wrestler that looks like a Greek god, but has a great looking guy, but is also really intimidating. And can act and wrestle too. And then he spits out a Randy Orton. That's what I mean. He's so fluid. That's the thing that really, the rest of the things that I'm talking about are really important, but he is so fluid in the ring that he makes it look so easy, more than anybody else that I watch. He's so fluid. Yeah, that would be great. I watch it. I may even go watch that one live.
We've got the results of our poll in, and it turns out that 73% of the folks watching here who voted in our poll at 83weeks.com said if they ran AEW, they would let Sting induct Lex Luger into the WWE Hall of Fame. Only 3% said they would not let Sting induct Lex, and 24% so they'd have no choice but to let him go, as the PR optics would be so bad if they said no. Yeah, I mean, I said this the other day on Twitter. I think it's inevitable that Tony Khan says yes and allows this. I don't even know that he's been asked yet, but
there'll be some. There could be some compromise, perhaps. Don't be surprised if you see that. And by compromise, meaning maybe he'll be there live, maybe he won't. Maybe there'll be some representation of Sting there, but I hope he's there live. I really, really do. I think Tony would gain so much goodwill from people who have lost faith or just kind of been disappointed. And there's a lot of them out there. You got to be real about life. You know, there's a lot of people that wished AEW would have lived up to their expectations. This is a chance to do a make good in that department. So I mean this sincerely. I hope he does, because Lex will be the ultimate winner.
yeah,
Tony will come in a very close second.